Hello everybody, I'm Farhang and I'm here to show you how to use bash aliases. So what are bash aliases? Of course, we have some things called bash commands, right? For example, over here I'm in my home, and then if I say, for example, ls, it gives me what I have in my home, right? Like it shows me. And then also I have defined this other rule that if I say list, it shows me as a list. Well, at the same time, if I wanted to do the same thing using ls, I would have to say ls-lha or lh, and it would be, of course, the same output. So how did I map these two? How did I tell my computer that when I say list, just do the same thing as when I say ls-lh? Well, that is quite easy actually. If I say ll, you'll see that there are more files over here in my home, and one of them is bash aliases, right? So if I want to edit that bash aliases file, I can use nano dot bash aliases, and then over here I have defined some aliases. Alias list equals, inside quotes, ls-lh color auto. Well, in an alias, if you don't say color auto, it will just not show you things in color. They will all be in the same color, and for example the directories will be in the same color as files. And so now if I want to take a look at this, alias list equals that, and then why do I have this SC over here? It's pretty easy actually. After each time that you choose a new alias and you change this file, for example, I can say alias update equals sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade, right? And then I Control S, save this file, and Control X, exit it. And then now if I want to use that same thing like update, it says that there is no such thing as update, right? The reason is I have to renew my bash sources so that it understands that I have a new source in my bash aliases that is actually defining a new alias for it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say source dot bash rc, right? And that works just because I'm in the home directory. Otherwise I would have to say home directory and then bash rc, right? So instead of this, I can use sc and it will work, and then when I say update, it will ask me for my password because it is a sudo command. So it's as easy as that. You go nano bash aliases, and usually if you are on Ubuntu, it is already there. And even if you are not on Ubuntu or another distribution that lets you do that, you can also go to bash rc. So as you saw there, I said nano bash rc, and then also over here you can define your aliases, right? So for example, before this there were some aliases over here, and then I had added that one. Oh, actually that's superfluous. Over here, there is already LL, right? But then if you see over here, there is this bash aliases file added to it. Sometimes, for example, in Debian, maybe, I think, I don't remember quite well, but maybe in Debian, your bash RC doesn't contain this part over here, and then so you don't have the file bash aliases, or you don't, or even if you make it, then the aliases will not be added to your bash RC. So in that case, you can just come to bash RC, and then in the end of the file, say for example my aliases, and then go ahead and define your aliases. Alias update equals this and that, right? So it's pretty easy and pretty straightforward. So that was pretty easy. You can see that all of these things are very basic to using the command line or the terminal. Windows calls it command line actually. In Linux it's called terminal. And then that's it for our first tutorial, which is for today. And later we'll come back with more. So tune in.